Hey, how you doing, my brothers and sisters from other mothers and misters? This is your Outback Oz OG. Now, I'm kind of hoping this little microphone here is picking up a fair portion of the audio content, and no doubt it's also going to pick up a fair bit of ambient noise as I take Doogie Dog here for a bit of a scroll ski. We're doing a bit of afternoon. I'll just get him on camera for you so you can see the beast that I talk of. And Doogie's in Australia we've got a dog, which is not really a dog, it's an animal all of its own. It looks like a dog, but it's, according to what scientists will tell you, is a dingo. Dingo's not a dog, it's with the dog family. A bit like a wolf is not a dog, a wolf is a wolf, a dingo's a dingo. Alright, got that out of the way. So we're taking a walk along here. Alice is very green at the moment, as you can probably see. I've got this brand new gimbal too, which is pretty cool. And it's a bit finicky, it's a little bit, yeah, you got to be a bit special with it. I'm not that special with it. Anyhow, it's very stabilised, but I'm not that tech savvy with these things, so funny thing I should say that. I used to design and build drones back in 2010, 2011 when they were nothing more than, well, we get a lot of road trains over here too in the outback of Australia. That's only a small one. Yeah, I used to design and build, and with a group of guys on the internet, we pioneered the whole construct of what they called multicopters back then, which then became, as you know, drones. It's probably not entirely accurate enough for me to say that I am not that tech savvy. I just no longer want to be. And there's a lot of things I don't want to be anymore. And one of the reasons why we're having this conversation with you today is just putting it into perspective as far as when you get older, how very little you give a shit about everything and anything. And that's a fact. There's probably a lot to do with the fact that after 50, hell, I think after 40, but specifically after 50, your testosterone just drops off, right? They say it just dies, and I'm inclined to believe that. I'm kind of entertaining the idea of testosterone therapy replacement, or whatever it is, TRT. I don't even know if I want to do that, to be honest. I don't know where I'm going to put all that extra energy in my life. You see, after a certain age, you just don't give a shit anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's some of you who want to go out there and still chase the good chase and fight the good fight, and you know, there's some of us who just don't give a shit anymore, and I'm one of them, I find. I've long ago given up the construct and the idea of being with anyone ever again. You know, I'm talking about relationship-wise. It's exhausting just thinking about it, to be honest. And I only a few years ago decided that I'm going to more or less go my own monastically celibate inclined way, and I'm doing that now. And the more I do it, the less I have any inclination of ever becoming involved at a interpersonal level with females or a female ever again. One of the things I do want to say is that as you get older, and if, depending on how long it is into your awakening, that you decide this is now me, and I know now what I know, and I can't unknow what I know. I can't unsee what I now see. I turned off about 5 years ago from any idea whatsoever about me wanting to ever pursue a relationship again. To be honest, life alone is just too damn good. The peace, the quiet. I don't have to enter into conversations, arguments mostly, deliberations, debates. Nah, none of that's even part of the process anymore. You see, once you can get past the whole flesh v flesh thing, you know, flesh versus flesh, the whole construct is I don't care anymore. There's nothing a woman can bring to me that I don't already have or haven't already had. As I like to say to some dudes, I've had the best of the best, the worst of the worst, the best of the best, best of the worst, and the worst of the best. I've had them all. I really have. There's not a single one of them that can make me think I'm going to get anything different or better. Got someone running up towards me, so I'll just shut up for a bit. Doogie's a bit of a dick. He likes to basically impinge upon people's personal space wherever he gets a chance. You see, the MGTOW movement's very real. And 5 years ago I decided I was going to do that. 5 years ago was the last time I ever had any kind of, well, interaction at a intimate level with a female. And I really cannot see any benefits in ever wanting to do anything of that nature ever again. I find them to be insufferably difficult now looking back on it. And what I'm trying to say is also, guys, is that once you realise that you are now past that point in your life where you don't want to have those complications and those conversations and that so-called company, there's nothing that can bring you back to that place. Nothing in the world. You know what I mean? Hell, man, I don't even look at women anymore. I don't even see them in my peripheral vision. I don't talk to them. I don't have any interaction with them, and it just worked out to be so perfectly simpler. And the only thing I lament is why I didn't do this sooner. Why well, we all have our journey to follow, right? We all have that story to tell, and we all have that timeline we have to follow it through in. But it happens to us. Hey, look, if it happens to you in your 40s, more power to you. If it happens to you in your 30s, great. If it happens to you in your 60s, you probably waited a bit too long. Some dudes never ever have it happen to them, and they're constantly in the never-ending circle of the thirst trap, right? The lust thirst. Well, and that's bad. That's bad. These guys never learn, and that's so sad. Anyway, I'm different, you're different, we're all different, right, at the end of the day. But I'm just pretty sure I'm not alone in this department. Hey, if you think I'm right in that, would like to hear from you. I'd like to get your thoughts on that, because I really don't think that I'm doing the wrong thing here. I have this little saying when people ask me, have I ever been married or am I married? And I say, no, I've made a lot of women happier by not marrying them. And the truth is, they've made me a shitload happier by not pushing me or pressing me for marriage. The Aboriginal people of Australia have claimed to be on this planet for 60,000 years, the oldest and longest running culture. And one of their sayings is, in the dream time, which is kind of like their special time that they've had, the dream time says that you are where you're supposed to be in that exact moment in time, right at that moment in time. So if that's in a plane that's plummeting to the ground and you're all about to be turned into mincemeat, or you're walking this dog here down the street, there's nowhere else you are supposed to be but in that space and place. And I find myself in exactly just that, right here and now. And I think the number one thing to do is to embrace it, reconcile with it, and enjoy it. And don't fight it, because there's nothing else you can do about it. Leave a like, a comment, I don't care, subscribe or not, doesn't bother me. My channel's too small to give a flying rat's ass. Hope it's been good catching up with each other, and we'll do this again another time. This is your Outback Oz OG signing off for now, and I hope the microphone did its job too. Till next time, stay safe out there, stay fresh.